See, indexing and iterating of an array. Let's create a variable called a and we'll just say np.array, a single 1D array, and I'm going to pass the values, random values like 55, 88, 22, 99, 33, 12, 15, and 6. Okay, now this is my array with some values contains in it. The indexing of an array starts with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, and it goes on. So in order to print the third element, you have to say in square brackets 2. So this is how you print the third element. The first element is always starts with 0. So your first element is 55. And you can also print the range, the elements between 2 and 5. So these are the elements between 2 and 5. And also in this way, which gives us the first 5 elements. So these are the first 5 elements, and the next after 2 we have these many elements. Okay, let's create a 2D array and let's see how the indexing will be there for a 2D array. np.array within 2 square brackets, I'm going to have 2 more, say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Here 10, 11, 12, and 13. So these are my values of an array. Okay, this is my we have 3 rows and 4 columns in it. So how to access this array now? The first element always is 0 and 0 because it's a 2D matrix. So the first element is 2 and we have 0, and the second element b of 0, the first row and the second column. So this is what we have, 3. In order to print this one, so we have in a second row, so 1 second row and first column, so we have 6 here. To print all the values of in a first row, then say b of 0, which will print all the values in a first row, and to print all the values in a particular column, then b of is to 2, which will print the third column. You have to say comma here. Yep. And this is the third column of an array. Okay, in similar way we can also say b of 0 comma 1, something like that, which gives us the the second element in a row. Similarly, we can say something like this, or we can say 0 or 1, which makes the same, it gives the same value. Alright, let's check with iterating for x. For that you can use for loop. X is a variable and in a, so I'm taking a array. So let's check before this what is a array. Has these many elements, a is having it. And now for x in a, print all the elements, then say x. So you are printing all the elements of an array. You can apply all that mathematical operations and assignment operations. For example, for x in a, print um, I'm going to multiply every value by 2. So these values are multiplied by 2 and this is the output now. For x, let's take another one in a print. I would like to say x, print the values which are greater than 50. So true, true, true. So these are the values which are greater than 50 and false which are less than 50. So this is how you can apply for iterating array in iterating. And the next is copies and views. Let's check out copies and views. Let me mark down this one. Okay. So let's take a variable a equal to, and I'm going to create an array of I want to take a 2D array with a few more elements. That's it. And 0 1 2 3 here, and 4 5 6 7 here, 8 9 10 11. So this is my new array which contains these many elements with 3 rows and 4 columns in it. I'll take a new variable which I'm going to copy this a into b now, and this can be happen using a dot copy method. And when I check with b, so b equal to all the elements of a. Okay, so what is the difference is now when we modify any value of a will not be affected to b, or if we are modifying any value of b will not be affected to a. So for that, let's see. I'm going to change a value of the first element, which is a0. This I'm going to make the 0 equal to 22 now, and when I print this, the 0 value has been changed to 22 and a has modified. But let's see what the b is now. B remains same because the first element still contains 0, so it didn't affect it on B anymore. Now let's see, let's take another variable c equal to, and I'm going to say a dot view. View also has a same elements of a now. A is a new array. A is having the first element as 22, and now the c is also having the same values as a. But the difference is that if you try to change or modify your c or a, will reflect to c and a as well. Let's change and try. C of or a of 0 equal to, so the first element of a or c is 22 now, and I'm going to change as 40. So the a contains 40, and let's check c whether it has got affected or not. So yes, so the c variable which is having a view of a, then it also got reflected to a now. So whatever we change to the original array will be affected to the c as well when you say view, but this is not the same with copy. Okay, let's get into the next video, and next video we will see operations and functions.